Well, I guess I'll sit by this beautiful Christmas tree one more time this year and speak to yins. It's Lae'Visia Rivers, honey, and it's New Year's Eve. Honey, I'm getting myself dressed, putting my prettiest dinner jacket on, and going to go over and revel it in with some of the wildest people I know, honey, at our local country club. Some of yins will be better off and go see the old year out and pray the new year in with your churches. And I hope you can say an extra prayer for Lae'Visia Rivers and for all of us wild ones that's out there, honey. They say that an optimist stays up to make sure the new year comes in, and a pessimist stays up to make sure the old year goes out. Well, honey, I'm an optimist who's a pessimist, and some of the rest of yins are too. But youngins, it is New Year's Eve, and I want to review some of the Lae'Visia Rivers of the 2016. Honey, listen. We've grown this year as friends, and I appreciate you, honey. We had about 1,800 or 2,000 friends when we got started this year, and honey, we growed it big time. And first of all, I'd like to thank that person who talked about me on topics, honey, and got me riled up and growed us by about 4,000 friends in about a month's time. Thank you for talking about me, honey, because you know what? You give them something to talk about, you get somebody riled up, and what do? You grow people because they see your heart. You know what? So youngins, don't never be discouraged in 2017 when somebody wants to run their jaw about you. You know what? Because if somebody's talking about you, then you get to tell them the truth, and they get to see more and more of your heart. So don't worry about that. One of the favorite videos that I hear from a lot of people that I done this year, and you just need to follow her back up and look at it every time you get ready to go to the Grundy Funeral Home, the Shortwood Jamie Funeral Home, or the funeral home of your choice, the Virginia Funeral Home up there, up Slate Creek, up at Virginia Funeral Homes. Honey, you need to make sure that you're watching the funeral etiquette funeral home video, honey. Make sure you're watching that. That's very important. We got to tell them clowns off, honey, back in the fall. I got to tell you what I think about people who chomp tater chips. Oh, God. That still bothers me immensely. Honey, I got to tell you about people who sling out garbage up here at Nita's house. God, is them of importance, honey. There's a lot of videos of importance. We got to talk about what it is to respect all people after they shot them people in Orlando, honey. That's important. We got to talk about this poor woman who I know, who they asked to quit teaching Sunday school because she had a gay son. And youngins, that ain't no good this year. But then there was a lot of happy videos, youngins, like when Lae'Visia went to Las Vegas. Youngins, I still ain't over that, honey, and my bank account ain't either. But youngins, I love yins, and I'm so proud. And I want to talk to yins for a minute. And I keep turning this camera video thing because I'm getting ready to show yins this thing. Let me show you something. I want to talk to yins about resolutions. Do you see this box? It is from QVC. And it was ordered on January 1st, 2016. If you notice, it is sealed up. It ain't never been opened. I tore the tape off of it a while ago. Inside of this box is a rubber band from that ignorant Marie Osmond. I don't like Marie Osmond, whatever she was. I'm not a big fan of hers, and I won't tell you why I'm not a big fan of hers, but she didn't like her gay son, and he ended up committing suicide. That's why I don't like her, but I'm not going to tell you that because I don't want to be politically incorrect. But she sells these rubber bands, honey, on the television for exercise. And last year, Anita was so excited on New Year's Day to order this as the today's special value. Youngins, it was never opened until December the 31st of this year when I found it, digging for a pair of tuxedo shoes to wear tonight. So, youngins, before you make them resolutions and turn the shopping channels on and order some kind of crazy exercise bike that you ain't never going to use for nothing but hanging clothes on tomorrow, think before you resolute, okay? Don't make no decisions that you ain't going to keep, okay? Listen, go into these resolutions small. Don't get on the Facebook tomorrow and say, I'm going to lose 665 pounds this year. I'm going to make $385 extra $1,000. No. Write them down and put them on your refrigerator by yourself. The year I lost my most weight, I put some notes on the refrigerator, honey, in Anita's house. Kept them to myself. I share and overshare, honey. That's what I do because I'm Lae'Visia Rivers, and that's what yins want to know, honey. Yins want to know what I'm doing, honey. You want to know what color underwear I got on every day. Don't tell everybody else what you got to do. Keep them to yourself. That way, when you mess up on your resolutions, like on the Tuesday after you got started, nobody else has to know, okay? So don't just be oversharing with your resolutions. Think them through. If your resolution is to pray more, tell us all about it and keep that one. That one's easy to do. That's one of mine in the new year, because I got to thank God for everything he's done for me, honey, including growing my testimony. Somebody told me years ago, and this is no joke, that one day I would have a bold testimony. I never knowed that I would have a testimony and that it would be out of humor and in a wig. But that ain't bad. Because I had people out of all walks of life. I had a woman tell me I was standing in line at the Marshalls at Christmas time. And I love this woman. I know her very well. And she said I was at my mommy's house. And she said her mommy was a bold wholeness. Not a Pentecostal youngins, but a wholeness. If you don't know what a wholeness is, look it up. And she said I looked on her iPad. I can't even think. And she said, I said, Mommy, why you got Lae'Visia Rivers? And she said, I'm hip and cool. And she said, honey, her mommy was a bold wholeness and watched me. So youngins, you know what? I can wear this wig and be followed by Pentecostals, Presbyterians, homosexuals, blues, blacks, whites, and Baptists. Because you know what? What I say is what you want to say. And I care for a lot of different people. And a lot of different people care for me. Wearing this wig has changed my life in a lot of ways, and I enjoy it. And there ain't a place I go anymore that somebody don't notice me in this wig. So my resolution in this wig next year is to make it big. And when I make it big, it's to put our region, the 24614 and the surrounding, honey, Little Grundy over in Abingdon, that Richlands, honey, that Castlewood, that Pikeville, honey, who is so good to me. That Melanie, honey, how you doing, honey, down there at that Your Day, and all them on the map. So Happy New Year, youngins. Don't drink too much, don't eat too much, but over-pray all you need to, and enjoy it, and get ready, honey. Tomorrow, Sunday Sins, we're really going to talk about these resolutions, honey. I'm going to have me a list of what we ought to resolute and what we ought to just go on with. Anyways. Again, Happy New Year, youngins. My hair is getting to my eyes. I got to get this off, honey, and try to get my bow tie tied. Love yous.